Hello, my ninjas. Well, I am back from the movies. Had a fantastic experience, probably only in part by the fact that we were the only people to buy tickets for this movie at that time showing. We were literally the only, my wife and I were the only ones sitting in there. So, had a great experience. So, y'all know I went and saw Sasquatch Sunset. I'm going to start by saying the writer and producer, I give 100% absolute hands down applause for coming up with something so original and unique. How to film a Bigfoot movie. It was fantastic. Fantastic. It wasn't a comedy. It wasn't a horror film. It wasn't a documentary with a bunch of guys running around the forest beating on trees. Very unique and very original, and I think it definitely shows how hard it is to live in that type of environment all the time. So, the movie, I'm not going to spoil nothing. It was funny. It was sad. It was thrilling. It was gross. It was exciting. What more do you want for a movie? I mean, hour and a half long, and it felt like we were sitting there for 40 minutes. You know? The costuming, it's fantastic. It wasn't your run-of-the-mill Amazon costumes or nothing. It was very well put together. The actors who played the Sasquatch, fantastic. Their facial expressions, their mannerisms, their hand movements, everything right on. However, I will say this, that those of us into this topic know that there are no experts. And those of us into this topic know that we have a million questions and we have no absolute definite answers for any of it. All we have is speculation. We have speculation through research and findings. So, me being critical, there were some scenes that I think could probably do without, but I understand what they were trying to convey. So, all in all, it was a fantastic movie, very unique, original concept for a Sasquatch movie, and I hope they do a number 2, because the end, it just not what I expected. So I think they did that on purpose. So not going to ruin nothing for you. Not sad. It's not happy. It's just like, okay. So again, I just want to stress, this is only my personal opinion. It doesn't, speak of the views of all of you. There were a lot of what I feel to be accuracies, and that leads me to feel that they spent a lot of time doing research and to get the costuming right, to get the acting right, to get the feeling right. So hands down to them, the writer and director. I'm glad you guys did some research. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, I've taken actually a little bit of time to kind of reflect and think about this. I'm going to give it a 7.4. It's fantastic movie. Very unique concept, original. I think there could have been a little bit more diversity in the costuming, but they still did it very well. And the actors were fantastic. Fantastic. So, I was right when I speculated this is kind of a movie where a cameraman just kind of follows around a family of Sasquatch. And no words in it other than what the Sasquatch make. So very, very good. Very good. Like I said, it was an hour and a half long. Felt like we were sitting there for 40 minutes. And with that being said, it obviously kept my attention. If you have the opportunity to go see this movie, or if you want to wait for it to come out online or whatever, I recommend it. I recommend it. Again, don't go into it like I did, trying to find inaccuracies and all this stuff. You know, again, I thought about it, and we have no answers. All we have is speculation. But they did their due diligence, and they did research, and they did get, I would say, 98% of it right, in my opinion. But like I stated before, we've got a million questions. We have no absolute, not one definitive answer. So I recommend going to see it. It's very cool that people took the interest and the time to do a movie on Bigfoot. I praise them for that. Fantastic. Fantastic. So I hope they come out with another one. I really do, because, well, you'll see when you see the movie. But until then, happy hunting.